Lucid raises $1.5 billion in Saudi Arabia funding. That's in addition to a $1 billion investment earlier this year that will help launch the Gravity SUV. Making electric vehicles isn't cheap, especially for startups trying to compete with Tesla. Lucid, one of those startups, can breathe a sigh of relief now that it has secured a much-needed cash injection from Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund. The electric car startup announced Monday that an affiliate of Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, Lucid's majority shareholder, will inject up to $1.5 billion into the company. The cash injection, Lucid said, will help the company continue to raise funds through the fourth quarter of next year. What to know about Lucid? Lucid began selling the Air, a high-end electric sedan, in 2021. Lucid is still working toward profitability, and its future depends on whether it can successfully launch new models with mass appeal. The Gravity, a three-row SUV starting at $80,000, is due later this year. For Saudi, backing Lucid is a way to diversify as the global economy moves away from fossil fuels. For Lucid, PIF's deep pockets are a major advantage in the capital-intensive electric vehicle business. The new funding is significant because Lucid, like fellow startup Rivian, has been burning through hundreds of millions of dollars each quarter. The company sells the impressive Air sedan, but not in high enough volumes to cover its enormous costs. Lucid on Monday also reiterated its target of making 9,000 Airs this year, just slightly more than in 2023. Increasing production volumes to financially viable levels will require a new mass-market model and billions of dollars in funding. That's where the Gravity, a new three-row SUV, comes in. Lucid hopes the model will bring in a broad new customer base, and the latest investment will help it ramp up production at its Arizona plant over the next year. Production is set to begin later this year. Both Lucid and Rivian have raised large amounts of funding that make them more likely to navigate the so-called Valley of Death, a difficult period when the cost of ramping up production still far exceeds the revenue generated from car sales. The same PIF affiliate invested $1 billion in Lucid in March to get through its own valley. Rivian recently signed a deal with Volkswagen Group that will bring in $5 billion over the next few years. Making cars is not only hard, it's expensive.